What's up, everybody? It's Keisha. I wanted to come on and talk about the press conference with Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and, of course, President Trump. That was must-see TV, hunty, because it was so interesting to see how Nancy and Chuck, how they view, like, working with the government and what they view, what is going to work for getting what the American people want, because Nancy kept saying the American people want this, the American people want border security. That includes a wall. I don't know if you have seen the pictures of the wall, but some parts of the wall is so pathetic. I mean, it's like, oh my God, this is America and that's our border wall. Like, some of the parts look like, I mean, my 12-year-old could get through the wall. I mean, it's just, it looks really, it does need renovation. It does need to be improved. And if people are putting holes in it to get through, it's not effective. It's not working. I mean, we have a ton of people that are coming through the country illegally that needs to be stopped. I don't understand the idea. It's almost like people, like liberals, govern from another country. That it's almost like they don't even live in the country that they're supposed to be for. I don't understand how you could not be for securing the place where you live. You live here. You're an American. It's like, I mean, and they're like, you know, oh, it's not, the statistics that he pulled up about the 10 terrorists that they caught and how much that the parts that were improved on the wall, how much they have held back people coming in. And they want to make it like that's not a big deal. And it's like, well, that's 10 more terrorists that did not come into the country. I don't know if people remember 9/11, but I lived up in Connecticut at that time, and it was terrifying. It was so scary to see the helicopters patrolling. I mean, it was just, you didn't know if something else was coming. I mean, I don't understand why we don't want to beefing up border security. And they're saying like, oh, well, we can do border security, but that does not have to include a wall. Well, if the wall needs fixing, why not include? When are we supposed to do that, Nancy and Chuck? Huh, Chuck? When are we supposed to pay attention to that? It sounds like Nancy and Chuck, she's like, well, let's just see what votes get through in the House. And the president is like, well, why would I do that when I know I don't have the votes in the Senate? That makes perfect logical sense to me. If I don't have what I need for Part B, why would I proceed with Part A? I need to make sure that I have at least a good chance for Part A and B, and not to waste American taxpayers and tax dollars and time on something that's not going to work. But I really feel like that was such a good insight into how they normally function, which is why Hillary Clinton had been in office has been in government for 30 some odd years and has done nothing. I bet if we looked at the majority of these senators and congressmen and congresswomen, that their record would show that over the decades that they've been in office, they've really done nothing to move the country forward. That's why we have our airports that look like garbage. That's why our streets, I was talking to my husband, and we passed through some parts of our city and it looks like a third world country because they're not doing anything but getting rich themselves. It's just, it is amazing. It was so good to see how they really think and what they deem effective and what they think moving forward. It was silly. I mean, I'm not a congressperson, but it totally made sense for the president to say, if I don't have B, why do A? And I guess in political terms, that's just what you do. But thank goodness he's not a politician, or at least Donald Trump wasn't a politician, to go ahead with that type of status quo. Because that is really silly. It's like, gosh, this is what these people think. Oh, we're just going to take a vote. We know, just take a vote. We know you're not going to have the votes to do it, but just take a vote. Make it look like we're doing stuff. Let's make it look like we're doing stuff, even though we're really not. And that's how we normally operate. You need to sit down because, you're going against how we normally operate. And we're just going to, we're just going to try to keep moving, at the speed of a snail in Congress, never getting anything done. But, you keep giving me my salary and I'll, keep making millions of dollars. I mean, it was just, it's really sad that, that's what people, it's not really a value of Americans. It's not really a value of Americans. It's not really a value of, doing what's best for the country. When you listen to them, their interest does not seem to line up with what's best for the people. I mean, how do you dispute that we have an out of control illegal immigration system? And from what I hear, the legal immigration system needs some work as well. So, I mean, I don't understand how you don't say, okay, let's try to eliminate as many illegal people coming in as possible. Let's focus on the citizens and the people, the immigrants that are already here. Let's get that under control. I don't understand how you can just wave that to the side when, our country needs that. It makes it very curious, their motives, their intentions, and which is why, less government is a good thing, because their intentions don't seem to be in the right place. But that's all I wanted to come on and say. But if you haven't seen the video, I'll place a link in the description box below so you can check it out. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye. Be blessed.